Saturday's first video for you was firstly in the previous video we talked about a video showing extrajudicial killing of some youth by a militia. The video has been geolocated and now we have information where it happened and who are the victims, Tigrayans, Oromos, and who are the perpetrators. Second news story is about Ethiopian political analyst and history teacher Tadios Tantu, who is still in prison. How old is he? Thirdly, in London, a protest has been held against the government, Ethiopian federal government of PM Abiy. We have a clip for you. Fourthly, 20th of June is observed as Martyrs Day in Eritrea, and a football cup is being played. Its final is due to be held in coming hours. And lastly, viewers, a Tigray Organization has written a letter to US Embassy in Ethiopia. This organization is inviting US Ambassador to Ethiopia to visit Tigray. Firstly, first news story is about a video which we shared in the previous news bulletin. The video shows more than a dozen unarmed youth killed by some militia members, and most experts say that the perpetrators are Amhara Fano militia members. They are from Minilik Brigade of Amhara Fano militia. Now the video has been geolocated. We have received confirmation where it happened and when it happened. Have a look at this map. You can see a place called Tinisho Rebi. Tinisho Rebi between Ataya and Kamise can be seen on this map. Close to this place along the main road which connects Kamise with Ataya was this atrocity committed, where around 20 unarmed youth were killed. So now it has been confirmed that this incident happened in Amhara region, in Oromia special zone of Amhara region. This location is in Oromia special zone of Amhara region. Secondly, who are the victims and when did this incident happen? The incident reportedly happened in December. It was the third week of December when this incident happened. Who was in control of this place in the third week of December? Well, at the start of December, even before that, in the last week of November, Tigray forces started their withdrawal from Oromia special zone, North Shore zone of Amhara region. So Tigray forces and Oromo Liberation Army, they had left Oromia special zone in the first week of December. And the incident happened in the third week of December. It means that back then this town, this place was under the control of government forces, Oromia regional forces, Amhara militias, Amhara regional forces. And back then I remember we saw pictures showing several dead bodies in a pit along a road. Those pictures are related to this video. Now, who are the victims? Back then, in the second, third week of December, we heard that some prisoners were taken from a prison in Oromia special zone, and they were killed, extrajudicially killed, and they were Oromos. They were accused of supporting Oromo Liberation Army. It seems that these are Oromo prisoners who were in prison when government forces, regional forces, took control of Kamise, Atayai, and this place, Tenisho Rabi. After that, this extrajudicial killing incident happened. Prisoners were taken from a prison and they were killed along this main road which links Kamise with Atayai. The incident happened in Oromia Special Zone, Amhara region. It has been confirmed by more than one expert. Second story is it's about the arrests which are ongoing after the start of a campaign in the Amhara region of Ethiopia, a military campaign. Journalists, activists who are critical of the government, they are being arrested. Tadios Tantu was arrested last month. He was seen yesterday. He's still in custody. Have a look at this picture of Tadios Tantu. How old is he? Tadios is around 80 years old. Now, Sabat Naga, former top leader of TPLF and founding member of TPLF, was released at the start of this year from prison. And when he was released, it was said that it was due to some health problems that he was facing and due to his age. If Sabat Naga can be released due to his health problems and his age, why can't Tadios Tantu be released? I'm not supporting him. I just want to say that the criteria which is being adopted for release of prisoners should be uniform. If it is being adopted to release a founding member of TPLF, it should be applied to the release of Tadios Tantu as well. An old man, you can see, weak old man. He would be around 80, I think. And we are seeing protests for his release. His release not only in Ethiopia but outside Ethiopia as well. In London, a few hours ago, a demonstration was held against Ethiopian federal government of PM Abiy. We have a clip for you, and you would see that the protesters were holding placards and pictures of Tadios Tantu as well, who has not been released so far, despite having some health conditions, problems, and despite being old. So the criteria should be uniform for all prisoners when it comes to the release. Watch this clip. The clip is from London, where a few hours ago some diaspora community protested against Ethiopian federal government. The protest is against the ongoing operation in the Amhara region of Ethiopia. Watch this clip, then next news stories. Next news story is from Eritrea. Viewers, 20th of June is celebrated as Martyrs Day in Eritrea. It's a public holiday. Eritreans commemorate the sacrifices of those who fought for independence of Eritrea from 1961 till 1991. That is why on the 20th of June, commemoration ceremonies are held across Eritrea. And on the 20th of June, on Monday, we'll update you about the gathering ceremonies in Eritrea. In this connection, a football cup is being played in Eritrea, and its final match is due to be played between two teams. Adolis and Sambal, the two regional teams, have qualified for the final match, which will be played at Asmara Stadium, Eritrean capital. Lastly, viewers, a Tigrayan organization called GSTS, Global Society of Tigray Scholars and Professionals, have written a letter to US Ambassador to Ethiopia. Who is US Ambassador to Ethiopia? Tracy Ann Jacobson is the new ambassador, appointed just a few months ago. And since her appointment, we have seen her visit Afar region, Amhara region, and she was seen with Ethiopian Orthodox Church elders too. And she was seen with some activists too, who are seen as pro-Ethiopian government. Neiman Zalake was seen with, I think, Tracy Ann Jacobson. Now, this GSTS body has written a letter to US Embassy. GSTS says, firstly, that US has played a role in promoting peace in the Horn of Africa. But knowingly or unknowingly, US officials, they are becoming part of the campaign launched by Ethiopian federal government that humanitarian situation in Tigray is improving. So that is why this body, GSTS, has requested a meeting with Tracy Ann Jacobson, that the representative of GSTS want to meet Tracy Ann Jacobson. And secondly, this organization is inviting US ambassador to visit Tigray. That US ambassador should see for herself what is happening in Tigray. Are medicine available in Tigray's Mekelle hospital? What is the situation of electricity, fuel, communication networks, banking service? GSTS wants, it is inviting rather, Tracy Ann Jacobson to visit Tigray. I think if Tracy Ann Jacobson can visit Afar Amhara region, she should visit Tigray as well. She should see for herself what is happening there. Is it just propaganda that there is a dire shortage of food, that people are dying in Tigray, that there is no medicine in Tigray hospitals? She should request Ethiopian government to allow her to travel to Tigray. Let's see, will US Embassy to Ethiopia respond to the request of GSTS? Can we say it's an official request from Tigray government? I think not an official request, but it seems that Tigray government is on board. Tigray government is launching this organization to brief US Embassy about humanitarian situation in Tigray, and to put pressure upon US ambassador that it should visit Tigray. Let's see, we're waiting for response from Tracy Ann Jacobson, US ambassador to Ethiopia. Thank you for watching.